Hello everybody, this is Danny.
And Wanda.
Deep South Homestead. We are on our porch chat today.
Lunch with Danny and Wanda.
Lunch with Danny and Wanda, I guess would be a better way to put it.
On the porch.
On the porch, yes.
In the porch swing, whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want to call it. And guys, the meal that we're eating here today, I know I can't tilt it up, we can see all of it, but we'll put a picture up here where you can see it. We'll insert it in there and show you what we're eating here today. This meal is 100% from our farm. We're excited about that because we're eating in season. We have our new fingerling potatoes. Just like they've had butter put on them already.
They're delicious. Just
fresh.
Boiled salt, pepper.
Good.
Just fine little fingerling potatoes. We dug those
2 days ago.
2 days or 3 days, and we were wearing jackets and hats and gloves. It was cold.
It was
our
so
fingers
cold,
were freezing.
yeah.
Our toes were freezing, even in our boots, because we don't have winter boots like people up north have.
Right.
And so we were really cold digging these, but we got
45 pounds.
45 pounds in 66 days. You want to tell them why we didn't go the full 90 to 100?
Well, I know that question is going to be asked, so why we didn't go the full 90 to 100 days. Because our plants died early. It's been raining a lot here and staying cold a lot. And the plants began to die. And we noticed when we dug one that they were having a tendency to the eyes were wanting to swell on them a little bit. So we decided rather than lose the whole crop by letting them wait, we decided to go ahead and dig the whole entire crop. And we are so glad we did because they turned out perfect. But now,
if we'd have left them the 100 days, if it wasn't so wet,
yeah.
I mean, we got 4.5 inches of rain over the weekend.
Yes.
And our soil is sandy, but still, we lost a lot. 2 years ago because we didn't
harvest them in time.
So this year we didn't want to take any chances. And yes, some of these potatoes could have been bigger, I guess, if we'd have left them. But we might have lost some.
You might have lost a lot, yeah.
So it was just kind of weighing it out. One thing I have is a salad. I still have fresh lettuce. I have romaine on the curly leaf. I have asparagus that I just picked. A couple of tomatoes from the greenhouse. We have onions and garlic chives. So we have all this to make a salad. Of course, my salad dressing is not Deep South Homestead. I'm sorry. That's the one thing. You said 100%, maybe 99?
Maybe 99. Let's go that route.
That's only, there's one other thing, the cheese. Now, I made English pea salad.
Yeah, this is English pea salad. We've got our eggs, our English peas, our pickles.
Yeah, our relish that we made 2 years ago. And if you want the recipe, it's going to be on Crazy Days. So you have to go over to Crazy Days. Got the recipe to the English pea salad over there. We picked these fresh this morning.
Yeah.
These are fresh English peas. So that recipe is on Crazy Days. And what else?
Oh, these tomatoes, man.
They're good, aren't they?
Homegrown tomatoes. Nothing like it.
And you have?
I have a hamburger here.
Actually, it's not ham.
A hamburger patty. It's actually not ham, but this is actually from our sheep that we took off and had butchered. This is the ground meat. Wanda makes me a patty out of it every few days. And this here is just good eating.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
So while we eat, we'll talk. So what you got going on today?
Well,
might as well ask.
I finished the fencing for the goats.
Yes, and they are loving their
new lot. We put them in and they have eat and eat and eat till they don't know what else to do. They're so full and they don't even look like they've touched anything. So this is going to be a good thing for us to be able to get them out of the one field, which they haven't even began to eat it down. But we got where we can move them up and let them eat weeds and bushes and trees and stuff like that. All this does is means that we can be able to increase our animals and stuff, lower our feed bill, and the animals will eat healthier and live healthier. So I've got that completely finished this morning.
Yes, and what else have we done this week? We've had a lot going on, but other than digging the potatoes and picking the English peas and
I built some trim work for the back of the studio room. I did do that, painted that.
We're fixing to get started putting the
I had to go
outside on it.
I had to go out of town yesterday. I wasn't able to stay here yesterday and do anything.
Yeah, and Heather and I went shopping for, well, our shopping.
Yeah.
Secondhand stores and discount grocery stores. But you're going to be working on the studio room, putting the vinyl on the outside so that all the outside matches.
Yeah.
What else?
We got more planting we got to do.
What are we fixing to plant?
Well, we don't have.
We got some stuff in the greenhouse. It's got to go out.
We got tons of peppers. We probably got 50 peppers that's got to be set out. I got to get that ready and get that done. We've only got. I looked at the 2-week forecast. We've only got one more day, and that's this coming Friday. That's going to be in the low 40s again. And after that, looks like we're going to be in the low 50s and maybe high 40s, but
For a while.
For a while, but not anything colder, doesn't look like.
And we did have a light frost, a scattered frost yesterday. Sunday morning, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we're hoping that's over and done with. We're
still picking strawberries.
Yeah, and I've got to pick huckleberries. And blackberries are fixing to start. Dewberries, so I picked a few of those. Huckleberries is something I've got to go get done now when I get through eating.
Yeah, the huckleberries are starting to pile in.
Those are good in just about anything, but I'm going to add some to yogurt in a little while for a snack. So if you haven't watched me on Instagram, check me out on Instagram. I throw up things on Instagram that we do that I don't put on Deep South, Crazy Days, or anything else. It's just pictures. So check out Deep South Homestead on Instagram every now and then for other little clips and stuff that we have going on.
We're going to be canning potatoes this week.
Oh, I canned carrots.
Oh, that's right. You've been canning carrots. Yeah,
I've got more this afternoon. Later this afternoon, I'll can my second batch of carrots. I bought these now because I don't want to depend entirely on what we have in our raised beds. They're beautiful. They're about a foot high.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful
carrots. They look awesome.
They look awesome. But I just don't know if there's enough.
Yeah, for us is the amount we eat.
Yeah.
So I bought organic carrots. I put up 9 pints the other day. I've got enough to do 9 more. And probably next week I'll go back and get some to do at least another 9 or 18, one of the two, because we use a lot of carrots.
Yeah.
Carrots is something we can eat at least 2 to 3 times a week, maybe 4. And one of those little jars will do 2 meals.
Yeah.
We just get a few carrots each time. And so carrots is a staple. English peas is another one. If our English peas don't make real well, then we'll have to be very sparing with the English peas. Because I would love to have like 200 jars of English peas, but we're lucky to get, 30, 40 jars every year?
Well, we usually do between 50 and up. Mm-hmm. There has been some years we hadn't done but like 30, but usually we try to stay around 60-something jars if we can.
And we eat those at least twice a week.
Yeah.
Green beans is something that we eat a lot of. We've got a lot still in the cellar.
Yeah.
But the rattlesnake beans are looking awesome right now.
They are.
We're hoping to put up a lot of those.
This lettuce is just awesome. Mm-hmm. This home-raised lettuce here, this stuff is just fantastic.
It's a curly leaf and it's real tender.
Very tender. Gosh, it almost melts in your mouth.
The romaine that I have is a little bit thicker. But I like to mix my greens. I like both in mine. He just likes to eat lettuce.
I like the lettuce straight. It's just good, homegrown, no chemicals, crisp, fresh.
Lettuce.
Lettuce. It's just freaking good.
So guys, we want to encourage everybody to eat in season. That's what our porch chats are about. Eating what you have fresh every day as much as possible.
Yeah.
Going to town, buying organic or from farmers markets for long-term storage if you need it. If you can't raise it, I advise you do it.
Let me say this, if you go to a farmer's market, question that farmer whether he's used chemicals on it or not. Because I know a lot of people who take stuff to the farmer's markets who pour chemicals to their food to make it look good and not have any blemishes or bugs or anything, and they pour the chemicals to it, so be careful, guys.
And if you're going to buy chemical-laden food, you might as well go to a grocery store and get it cheaper than going to an organic farmer's market, supposedly, and paying twice the price. So be frugal and be wise in what you do. Because just sometimes, just because it's at the farmer's market, you could get just as many chemicals
you can get
as
more
you could from
if you're not careful.
A grocery store.
Now, I believe in supporting my local farmers. But I'm going to only support them if they produce good, clean food. But gosh, this fresh food is just,
These potatoes, English pea salad, man.
That English pea salad's to die for, I want to tell you.
Yeah.
Those peas are so sweet. I mean, they're sweet.
Well, we had some people ask about that. Explain the sweetness of those peas right quick, if you don't mind.
Well, when you purchase your English peas, the more wrinkled up a seed is, and the more dried up and wrinkly looking it is, the higher the sugar content in that pea. If that pea is smooth and round, it doesn't have a very high sugar content and is not going to taste good. So choose a variety that is very shriveled up. Same thing with corn.
This is what he's talking about, seeds.
Seeds now. I'm talking about seeds. When you purchase your seeds. Now, we personally only grow the little marble. We don't grow all these other ones. And they, mainly because they load up heavy, they're very sweet, and they just do well for us. Now, there is some out there that's called Wanda, I believe.
We have seed we want to try.
We have some seed we was going to try. I think we're a little late.
But we will try them maybe next year.
Yeah, next year we'll put a plot in and try them. Because they're supposedly they're a little bit more heat tolerant. But I'm not sure just how sweet they are. Because with us, it's not so much about quantity as it is quality. Because we want sweet stuff. Now, like I said, when you pick an English pea, you've got between 45 minutes and an hour from the time you pull it off of that plant to either have it in a refrigerator, a freezer, or have it canned. And that ain't much time. You can't let grass grow under your feet when you start harvesting it.
And see, as soon as we picked, I came up here, shelled them, because there wasn't a lot of them. We had probably maybe 2 cups, 2.5. So I shelled all of them. Put them in the fridge. I went and made my salad about 20 minutes later and put the rest of them in a Ziploc bag and put them in the freezer. When we get enough to can, I will take them out of the freezer and can them.
Yeah.
We found that's the easiest, quickest way. I don't touch them any way, shape, or form as far as blanching or anything. I just put them fresh into the freezer. That preserves the sweetness of the pea right then. If you pick them and leave them laying around and you don't shell them for 2 or 3 hours and then you leave them sitting on the cabinet for a while, or even if you do put them in the fridge and you don't do anything with them for several hours, the longer you wait, the more starchy that pea's going to get. It's going to lose the sweetness. So that's why a lot of people do not like an English pea, is because they're starchy tasting. So
yeah. So guys, that's a little bit about us eating in season, because that's what we're doing. I know it may seem a little strange to sit and watch somebody eat, but
well, they're doing it all over YouTube.
It is. Everybody's sitting there watching everybody eating. I bet most of them are eating junk. They're not eating.
But we're eating good food, y'all.
We're eating home-raised food.
And for Miss Pam, a view is a view. Mukbang. Deep South way.
Yeah. So guys, we're going to finish our meal. And hope that y'all have enjoyed just sitting here listening to us just chit chat about stuff.
Our food mainly.
Mainly our food, yeah. So we want to tell y'all thank you for sitting in here with us today.
Okay, guys, I had to get up, go get us some dessert. This is our sweet potato, crustless sweet potato pie, I guess you'd call it.
Mm-hmm.
Famous Deep South pie. It has our sweet potatoes, our eggs. Then I put some sugar and almond flour, baking powder, and a little bit of almond milk in it, and that's it. It's pretty awesome. This is like the best dessert ever, isn't it?
It is. And I think Amanda from Freedom Acres fell in love with it. She made it for her and her family. I noticed she was talking about. It's awesome, guys. You know, to have a dessert like this from your place while you're eating your meals is just fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gluten free.
Yes, this is gluten free. There's no butter in it. There are eggs in it, but no butter. So it's really simple, easy to make. I've got a recipe floating around somewhere on Deep South, crustless sweet potato pie.
Yep.
Or either on Crazy Days,
There's
one of the two. Maybe both of them, who knows?
Who knows?
But this stuff is to die for. Most people that come here, I make this, they love it.
They love it. Everybody. I've never seen anybody didn't like it.
Even people that don't like sweet potatoes like it.
Yeah. That's true.
So now, I guess we'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
Thank you from Deep South Homestead.